Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we are talking about new update on 30th May Farlight, like character ability, weapon changes, improvements, many more in this video. Before I started video, if you are new here, subscribe to the channel and like this video, and let's get started.
In this new version, we worked on latency and lag reduction, skill updates for two heroes, a better battle interface, and many optimizations. Let's dive right in. First and foremost, let's talk about optimizations. With this update, we're addressing ping issues in certain regions, as well as lag issues on some device models. We know that they have been bugging you for a long time, and it wasn't a good experience. Hope this update will resolve some of these issues. If you continue to encounter bugs and issues, please share more info and report on our Discord server. Now let's talk about revamped heroes. Since the start of this year, we've been updating the gameplay design for all heroes so each of them shines with interesting mechanics. In this new update, Lucinda and Ember will be revamped. Let's take a look at how. Lucinda's first tactical skill, Portable Incendiary Bomb, can be stored twice by default now, and provides healing effects through leveling up. Lucinda will benefit from the healing as long as she's within the range. This means she can adopt more risky strategies in combat now. But note that this effect won't apply when she's taking damage.
In this update, Lucinda is also getting a new tactical skill called Stellar Serenade.
Upon activation, she leaps into the air. If she casts other skills during this time, she briefly hovers as the gravitational field around her shifts. Once these skills are cast, gravity will return to normal and Lucinda descends as usual. Using this skill, Lucinda can quickly ascend to high platforms or buildings and better connect with other skills.
This place is here. Feel the gravity.
Her ult, Absolute Gravity, will also get some updates. Now only after leveling up does her ult deal initial and continuous damage, and its wind-up time is also increased, so that players have more time to evade and respond. We also boosted the HP of her ult, making it more resilient. However, to maintain balance, the force of gravity is slightly reduced. All in all, you will find that Lucinda has the ability now to leverage and take more risky moves. Ember has also received updates in this version. His tactical skill, Smoke Bomb, can now be stored twice by default, and its duration will increase with level progression. However, it will no longer cause poison damage after leveling up.
And only when in the state of second tactical skill can Ember see through smoke bombs. Speaking of his new second tactical skill, here it is, Phantom Drifter.
Ember transforms into ghostly state. In this state, he will still collide with other characters, vehicles, and objects, but will not take any damage or debuff effects, except for some force displacement skills like falls or duck sides. Upon casting the skill, he immediately loses a certain amount of shield and gains a speed boost.
As the skill levels up, Ember in his Phantom Drifter state will continuously regain deducted shield within the range of smoke bomb.
Finally, Ember's ult, Vision Erosion, will be updated. When releasing the skill, the effective range will now be shown with a release animation. This provides a window for the enemy to counteract. Also, within the area of the effect, other players can now see the position of enemies who are firing. This is to balance out the advantage Ember now has in the dark. Additionally, after skill upgrades, enemies walking out of his ult will briefly be revealed and slowed down. The speed of charging medical kits and shield for allies within Ember's ult will also increase. This comprehensive set of changes means that Ember now gains a much more proactive advantage when fighting against opponents within the smoke, but can still be countered with the right strategy. There's a recent voting event in the community. There, we voted for which heroes to adjust in terms of balancing. In response to the results, we are making adjustments to Michelle and Darkseid first.
Michelle's second tactical skill, Sonic Tracking, as the skill levels up, will no longer slow enemies down. Instead, it'll boost allies' movement when moving toward the scanned enemies.
Additionally, we've added a new visual effect to this skill, a scanning effect passing over buildings, allowing the user to clearly see which buildings have been scanned. Her ult, Ongoing Show, will now enable her teammates to jump higher and farther. By the way, Michelle will now be the default starting hero for new players. As for Darkseid, his ult, Summit Crush, has a longer jump and descent time. The landing area will now be divided into inner and outer rings. The inner rings deals higher damage and knocks enemies airborne, while the outer rings inflicts lower damage and slow enemies down. The warning range of his ult will now be correctly displayed on special terrain. We've also made some optimization and adjustments to the skills effect of Watchman, Michelle, and Phantom. As for the results of the balancing voting for other heroes, we'll gradually implement them in future updates. In the recent Q&A, we mentioned some adjustment regarding ranked mode. We talked about how not changing the mechanics will lead to easier ranks, reducing glory and motivation. In version 2.3, the current tiers, tier rewards, and leaderboard will be reset, which means you will get more Farlight coins through more challenging, glory-based ranked matches. Glory is what a ranked tier means, and the skills are what it takes. Current season will continue, and season data, including season memory, will be retained after tier reset. Next, mechanics in the map are also getting some exciting new changes. 2 new features are coming to the next update.
Landing gear is a new device similar to the MKR parachute device, allowing you to quickly migrate from one location to another. With this item, your transition time could be greatly reduced. Landing gear is available for use across the map at fixed locations. It'll appear first in maps on the realms.
Next up, Bandage is a new health item. Compared to map kits, bandages are more suitable for quick but small patch-ups. If you are in danger and need just a little bit juice to get you through, Bandage will be what you need. Apart from these items, we've reduced the pace of the early game poison circle. The safe zone warning will now start earlier, so you got more time to adjust and don't need to panic the first time it rings. The interface will also be improved. In the previous version, we implemented the new lobby. We increased the font size in the mobile version and optimized the UI for some important functions like buttons in this update, ensuring that the interface is both aesthetically pleasing and practical. In the new version, we have optimized the HUD display for in-game battles. It is now more streamlined, simpler, and more in line with everyone's habits. Like in the PC version, the previous scattered item pickup lists are now combined into a single column. The backpack layout has been optimized as well. Ammo bars now can be customized with more options, such as position and visibility settings. We have always been committed to improving the weapon experience in the game, allowing each weapon, like heroes, to showcase their unique roles and use cases. In this update, we're further fine-tuning recoil to provide stronger feedback. Weapon damage will also be adjusted in the following ways. Shotgun's damage was nerfed a bit too much last time, and we're rebuffing them a bit. Headshot damage of sniper rifles like BAR 95 and Starwind will be increased, so that there will be a clear distinction from automatic rifles equipped with high scopes. Furthermore, the performance of AK, MATRAT, and MS-181 seemed a bit too strong, so their single-shot damage will be reduced. In the new version, we'll temporarily remove the Reno weapon. Under the current combat system, it seems a bit difficult to counter. We'll closely monitor these adjustments, aiming to provide a relatively balanced gaming environment. Finally, to enhance the game's smoothness, we're adjusting sensitivity settings. Yes, again. Of course, you can customize them according to their preferences. It's worth noting that the scope sensitivity for the PC version has been reset to a set of officially recommended settings. The reason sensitivity keeps being adjusted is that the mouse sensitivity on our PC version has actually been adapted from the mobile settings, and it's always felt a bit awkward. Now, the default scope sensitivity on PC should finally feel at home with other mainstream PC titles. But do remember, if you don't like it, you can customize them however you wish. Hope that the sensitivity won't change again after this update. There will actually be more changes in future updates. Oh, they may actually shock you, but not in a way that you expect. Stay tuned for more updates. The 2.3 version update of Farlight84 is coming on May 30th. This update brings more mainstream sensitivity settings, revamped Lucinda and Ember with new unique skills, as well as numerous gameplay adjustments and performance optimizations. We may also do more voting events in the future, so stay tuned for more news and updates. Again, we need to apologize for all the changes to the game, especially when the game was so poorly optimized in the last update. Lots of you have left, for many different reasons. But to those of you who believed in the path we're taking to make the game better for the longer term, thank you for sticking with us. You mean everything to the development team. We're not done yet, and more changes are yet to come. So hold on tight until we're all ready for something big. Looking forward to having you to try the next update and share with us your feedback. I'll see you around.